The most common mistakes that I see in different wills that I have reviewed are that they don't take into account what happens if your initial wishes can't be carried through. So for example, if you are a husband and wife and you want everything to pass along to your wife when you die, but she is no longer living, and you haven't updated your will, what happens then? We need to make sure that your wishes are carried out, and if you haven't set forth a backup plan, then it creates an issue for the person administering your estate. Additionally, we see a lot of problems with wills that are drafted where we have children. So people will name children as their beneficiaries without taking into account that the children are under 18 and would need to receive their assets in a special way, either in a special sort of bank account or in trust. Ambiguity in a will can cause legal issues. The executor is going to have trouble carrying out your instructions if they're unclear. If the executor is having to make decisions about what your will says, there's a good chance we're going to end up in court and there's going to be some sort of legal battle potentially between beneficiaries over what you actually meant when you drafted your will. If you don't update your will regularly, or at least review your will to make sure that it sets forth your current wishes, then you may end up in a situation where you have beneficiaries that you wouldn't want to inheriting your assets. You may have an ex-spouse, or you might have a sister that you no longer get along with, or something like that you never would have wanted to happen when you die. Typically, in your will, you will account for all of your children, but potentially you could have additional children. And if your will isn't written in such a way that incorporates future children, could result in disinheriting a child in a way that you never meant to. Homemade and online will kits are a resource for people to draft very simple estate plans that are not tailored to their specific needs. Many of the problems that we see with those kits is that they don't actually work in the way that our clients think that they were going to work. And they often are not executed properly, which causes issues when you go to probate the estate. If you want to avoid some of the common mistakes that we often see when people create a will, give us a call at Hoelzle Law.